Hi class, this week we're actually going to go over statistics. This section is more about statistics and kind of show you the powers of Excel and how much statistics you can do with there. For now we have just done all the basic or more functional features of Excel, and now we're going to jump a little bit more to give you a taste of statistics. You need to review the week 7 tutorials. Those are very helpful to go over the lab. My goal of this is to kind of walk you through the sections you need to work on, but I'm not going to be showing you how to do that. That's why the tutorials are in there, okay? So let's get to it. As always, please do review the rubric, okay? For this week, there are a couple different sections in here. So you will notice that there are sheets, and that will tell you what you need to do. Okay, so we're gonna go over those fairly quickly, and you will see how many sheets or how many tabs we need to complete here. Obviously, the first thing you need to do is the documentation sheet. Okay, and then that is what you're doing right here in step 2. You download the file and you work on that. Okay. Now, in this one, descriptive statistics, what you need to do is you need to grab all this information and you need to use the descriptive feature in the Excel file, okay, in the Excel functionality, okay. By the end of the day, you're doing a couple things. You're having these counts in here, okay, and then you are generating this. This is generating by the statistics tool. This is what you should expect to have the end result look like. Okay, so that's for the first one. Says descriptive statistics. That's step 3. As for step 4, we're talking about the bar chart. Okay, so let me just really quick download the original file so you have something to look at. You see, so this is the one that we were talking about. That was the descriptive statistics is empty. That's what you're trying to generate, this section and the other one. Okay, now the bar chart is giving you all this information, and now you just need to do the average and minimum in here. You can see just doing the average function of this information and as well as this information. So just use the average, minimum, maximum, and median functions. You can see that when I'm clicking on those, when I'm clicking on those, they are showing on the top. You see? So that's all you have to do. Just do it for this. This one's very simple, and then you generate a chart that should look like this from this information. You see when I click on it, and if I go to select data, you see that the data is grabbed from here. So that's where you're getting information from. Okay. Okay, next we have then, that was the bar chart and summary statistics. Now we're going to go to the line chart. It says use the line chart 1. So this is the one that we're looking for. And again, the original file will look something like this. Okay, so you only have the age and in the income. That's all you have in there, and you just need to bring up the average and then just generate a chart. This should be very easy for you guys to do. This is something you're used to at this point. Remember, you have the age at the bottom and then the income on the top and then on the left side, and it will allow you to create the chart. Very simple. Just make sure you add the average as I'm showing in here. Okay, one next thing that we have to do is the average and median. So that's line chart 2. Okay, so what you do is you actually create these median information in here, as you can see, of the information. So if I press F12, you can see that that's the average of everything here, and that's what you will have to do for the line chart 2. And then the difference here is that you are actually showing 2 sets of data. You're showing the income and the rent. So you're basically grabbing all this information and using it in here to generate the chart. Very important to have the 2 in here. That's what step 6 should look like. Okay, now we go to the regression analysis and the scatter graph. Okay, before I jump there, you're basically going to have just this information. That's what it's going to look like. Okay, and then you're going to have to jump in here and generate some information. So the first thing is you're going to generate a scatter graph based on this information. Okay, you have to also generate some equations, and obviously that would be done by going into the formatting options. Okay, and the design, When you click on data, it will give you some information, so you can go format trend line, and you will have some information here that you need to check on. So just look at the information that is given in the tutorials as to how to generate that. By the end of the day, make sure you have these numbers showing in here. Those are not things that you just type, those are things that are generated based on information. Okay. And also you will have to generate this with the regression statistics. So this is not something you're just copying and putting here. I will be able to tell if this was generated through the statistics function. So make sure you do that. That's what it should look like. Okay, let's now go to sorting statistics. This one is actually quite fun. What you need to do is you need to have, let me actually show you the original. So the original document, it has only one table, and you need to then sort by death, age of death, and then year of death. That's what you need to do. So what you're doing here is asking you specifically to do an average if. Okay, so read the directions as to what you're expected to do in here. Okay, and the information should look something like this. You can see that there is some if analysis in here. Okay, again, read the information. Is asking you to do, what kind of sorting you have to do in there, and that's something you have to generate in here. So you should have something like this. Okay, and again, you need to sort as needed, like age of death. So you can see this already sort out, and the year you can see that is already sorted out. So that's what it should look like when you're doing this. That's a step 8. So now let's go to step 9, and 9 is a combination of actually two tabs. Okay, so again, just coming back to the original, this is what you are getting. So you're basically just having this table, but then from there you have to create a chart. So very simple, you create a chart. That's what it's asking you here. So create a scatter plot graph. Okay, and then you have to show the equation and the R square. That's what we're looking for, which is this right here. Again, you would do that by looking at the options of the chart and generating that. Just watch the videos displaying how to do that. So once you do that, you're basically done with the first part of step 9. Then you need to create a Greek regression, okay, sheet where you're generating from the information that you have in the other one. Okay, and it's giving you some information as to how to do that. Again, watch the video displaying how to look like, and this is what it should look like by the end of the day. Okay, so now let's just to summarize. You actually have in this a lot of tabs. So you have the documentation, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tabs that you need to complete. Okay, and also use as a reference point your rubric, so you know what you have completed and what you are missing. Okay, as always, please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Thank you.